Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining and being here. I am so appreciative of you supporting the channel, and I hope you find messages that resonate for you. I was gonna do a timeless reading for you guys right now. So whenever you see this, it could resonate with you. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates for you, leave the rest. You can switch the energies around, whatever works. So I'll just give one more quick shuffle and we will get to it. Alrighty. Tapping into the collective energy. Ooh, cards are flying already. Tapping into the collective energy, please, Spirit, give us messages for the highest good of those who are here to receive this message. All right. Let's see what we get. I will lay these out and then I will go over them. Alrighty. So underlying the reading, we have the Knight of Wands. So this could be an energy that's driving the reading for you guys. It also could be an energy that you're not seeing, but this is a passionate energy, and it's an energy of movement, right? So this is a pretty fast moving energy. So some of you may feel like things are moving quickly or coming from a passionate place, but let's see what the others say. You're showing up as the Knight of Wands. So again, what you don't see, it could be a fire sign that you are dealing with. It doesn't have to be, but you are coming up as the Knight of Wands, which is a little bit of a defensive energy, right? The wounded warrior, putting up boundaries, being a little cautious here of the situation, right? So right now, I think for some of you, I definitely feel this energy of being cautious, especially if things are moving fast. I'm getting a sense for some of you that it's almost too good to be true, or, hey, I've been burned in the past before, so you're not necessarily 100% ready to jump into whatever this is, right? You're kind of looking at this situation as, is this really what it seems to be? Is it really going to be any different this time? Because again, something from the past, I think, is filling up your mind space in terms of, you know, being cautious or not getting your hopes up, or just not wanting to get burned again for some of you. I'm getting that pretty strongly. And the situation here is, again, Two of Pentacles. So this could be going back and forth on something or feeling very imbalanced. Again, I do get this energy of, hey, this is something I want. This is something I feel very passionate about, but what about last time? But what about all these other things? There's a lot of this but energy. And, you know, it's really kind of, I feel like for some of you, you're in this period of time where you're kind of going back and forth on what decision to make. But the opportunity here is the Six of Wands. So this is an opportunity for you to be recognized, for you to be seen, for you to be successful in something, and something, again, that you feel aligned to, right? It's something that feels passionate to you, because I do feel like this goes right in terms of this wand energy. You have a lot of wands here. And so this could be something that I feel for a lot of you, it's something you feel very passionate towards. And something that you are really good at. You can be recognized for it, or have been, or want to be. Now the situation being the Two of Pentacles, it makes me feel like there is, for some of you, a practical balance here. It could be something you really love spending your time on, really love doing, and maybe something's taken off, or you're feeling a lot of drive to put a lot of energy into something like this. But the day-to-day, the work life, the job, you know, that how can I balance the two, right? So how do I balance the two? And so can I really move forward? Is this really viable? Should I get my hopes up? Am I really going to be able to dedicate myself to this, or is it really just not practical? And, you know, I'm here to say that you know, again, the opportunity here is to feel that ultimate success in something that, for some of you, I feel like for some of you, it really is, how do I want to get this message out right for some of you, because it's coming through as something that maybe for some it's from a childhood I'm getting, or something that you're very practiced at. It's something you have trained for. I'm getting something of training. So for some, take that as it resonates, maybe a small portion of you, but there's something you've trained at. It was possibly a prior passion of yours. This is coming back in, and in that regards, I'm getting almost a sense of like getting back on the horse, right? Maybe for some of you, it was a horse riding, or maybe something to that, but just getting back on the horse, and all of those feelings and emotions and conflicting energy in terms of what that meant to you in the past, and the challenges in terms of what you've experienced with something that you felt so passionate about, or was a big part of your life before, and now it's kind of re-entering. Or you have just even the thought of having it re-enter, and I think it brings up a lot of stuff, right? It brings up a lot of conflicting emotions. And so in the universe position, what the universe is actually trying to tell you or working on for you is the Seven of Cups energy. So it is confusion. There's some confusion. There could be, again, some of that conflict, but I think for others of you, you are actually feeling pretty motivated, right? And so you're kind of going through that stage of, you know, if I was to do it, how would I do it? How can I accomplish this? What would it take? Is this even possible? So there's just a lot going on in the mind. But what the universe is telling you, though, is, you know, there is this cup that they're trying to point out. There is this knowledge. You have this knowledge that this is something that you do truly feel connected to, and it can bring you a lot of heart connection in your life, I feel. And so again, in your hopes, in the near future, so in the near future, I see you in this Two of Swords energy. Now, again, the situation might be in terms of should I, shouldn't I, balance, not balance, but in the near future, I think this gets even a little bit tougher, because maybe some of the emotions and some of the feelings that get brought up in really thinking about this, it brings up a lot, and to a point where there's so much internal conflict that you might even try to avoid it, try to put it out of your mind, maybe block it out, and just say, you know what, I'm not sure, and just even for some disassociate, right? And that is normal. When you have some really intense internal conflict, sometimes it really is just hard to face. So maybe for some of you, there is something you need to face, or a block that you have, or something that you need to release in order to move forward with this. Again, you know, this person, she really isn't feeling anything, right? She's in a situation where she's not in the water, she's on the ground, she's blindfolded, and she doesn't notice the moon in the background, you know, what's underneath. She doesn't want to go underneath. She doesn't really want to tap into the surface of maybe some of the things that need to be processed in order to move out of this feeling, this conflicted feeling. And for some, again, maybe a little bit of a disassociated or avoidant, or let's just drop the subject, or that feeling of, I don't know. I mean, this is a very this is an energy of, this is too much, so now I go here. I go to a place where I just block it out. But in your hopes and fears here is the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is ultimate heart-connected fulfillment, something that you feel deep in your soul. This is purpose. This is purpose energy. What I feel like is the most healing and highest vibration you can have is purpose. And so your hopes is, I mean, whatever this is, this is really something that feels right to you in your soul, in your heart. But that scares you, right? It's scary. What if I can't achieve it? What if I fail? What if something happens again? What if, right? Sometimes when it feels that important to us or feels that connected to us, you know, it's what we want the most is what we fear the most. All right, let's see if we can just get some advice to close out this reading. Advice for the collective, please. All right, one more, Spirit. Okay, so this is beautiful energy. So advice here, I mean, again, Five of Wands, conflict, internal struggle. And I think what it's saying is you facing this, right? Don't avoid it, right? Don't disassociate, don't numb out. Go straight on into it, right? Straight on into this conflict, because this is the Five of Wands, your opportunity is the Six of Wands. All right, so there is a progression. Facing this conflict will help you reflect on some things. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is things that we've invested in that we can harvest. It's time to harvest, or reflecting on where we've put our energy and is it worth still putting energy into this. So for some of you, it is that feeling of, is what I'm currently putting my energy in where I want to keep putting my energy in, or do I want to put it somewhere else? Or reflecting back on this journey and realizing that everything you went through that might be associated with some of this block, right? Whatever it was that might have held you back before, or stopped this dream, or you know, you fell off the horse, right? And you're afraid to get back on, whatever that is, you realize when it comes to purpose, purpose is passion. It's this passionate energy, but it's also passion plus your experience, plus life experience, plus your unique life experience. That's why it's so healing. That is why it's so healing to our souls, because it wouldn't feel like purpose if it didn't express what is authentically us. If what we went through, if we wouldn't have this purpose if we didn't go through what we did. And this is what I get from this card, is that through all of this, when you reflect on it, there's that Ace of Pentacles. There's that opportunity. The opportunity that will bring balance into your life now. Instead of the Two of Pentacles trying to find balance, being off balance, being confused, we now are balanced. We now are in a vibration where life seems in balance, and we are choosing where to put our energy and where to give. And for a lot of you, I believe it's associated with this, where you feel truly connected. And I think, you know, for some of you, because I see some of the pentacles here, and I do get the sense that there could be a little bit of internal conflict in terms of, well, I really, really like I really, really feel passionate about this, but I don't really know how to make it something. I feel passionate about this, but I don't really know how to make a business out of it. And how can I just pivot it? And how can I make money on this? And I'm here to tell you, that isn't the first step, right? You know, if you do find that thing that feels like purpose, that feels like so unique to you and your experience is what makes this relevant, right? What makes this so perfect in terms of where you come from, a heart space for it, then just start doing it for the sake of doing it. Don't put an objective. Don't put pressure on yourself in terms of having to make money off of it. I mean, for a lot of us, I mean, that would be great. But for example, there are musicians that, you know, try to live out their dream, and, you know, because they also need to survive on their passion, they sometimes have to compromise, you know, their creative vision. Maybe they have to go play, you know, on a cruise ship or something. It's not really what they want to do. So it takes the yumminess out of it. So again, balance, right? I find a way to experience what you're experiencing, tap into that vibration as much as you can in any way you can. It doesn't have to be what you think it needs to look like. It can be any activity on a daily basis that allows you to sit in that feeling for a minute, then 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and then the more you sit in that vibration, the more the world opens up, the more opportunities will show up, the more that you'll notice these areas or opportunities or passions or ideas of which you can start living more and more into this passion, into this purpose. So my advice would be, it's okay to actually be in this energy, right? It's okay to embrace the not knowing and just start small, a little day by day. Yeah. So with that being said, I really hope this message resonated for some of you. If it did and you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you see this.